In this video, we go over 5 great pieces of gear under $750 for DJs and producers. Find out which ones those are coming up. Thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. Now let's get into the video.
Now the first piece of gear we have up was inspired by a comment that I saw in one of my previous videos asking about which camera I use. Now I'm actually using the older version of this, but this is the Canon EOS Rebel SL2. So this camera is actually better than mine and costs less. So if you're looking to get into filming yourself, doing routines, or just looking for a great camera that does photo and video, this camera is dope. The autofocus is awesome. You get a nice lens with some, good width, so you can film a whole setup without needing that much room. It has an audio input, so you can go ahead and just plug in directly into the camera and record your audio, so you don't get that weird sounding stuff like you get on your phone without recording using a mic or a line in or something like that. So you get nice quality audio, great quality video, and it comes with a bunch of accessories as well. So you have the tripod included, which is a really nice tripod at that, so you can set up in your studio, get a nice camera bag to throw everything in, SD card, as well as flash and extra batteries and all that stuff. So you're really pretty much good to go with this setup to start recording your own routines or even starting your own YouTube channel. So check this out, the Canon Rebel SL2. This right here is what I actually think is the best entry-level Serato DJ mixer. This is the Mixar's Duo MK2 2-channel mixer. Now there is the Pioneer S3 that just came out, but even though that it has the brand prestige of Pioneer, Mixar's has been putting out some pretty cool stuff. And also with this, you do get cue buttons and controls for the actual software, which the Pioneer S3 does not have. So if you are willing to spend the extra couple $100s, I would say save up and go for this Mixar's mixer instead of the Pioneer S3. You get so much more functionality out of this one piece of gear, and you still get the Serato DJ support and some high quality crossfader. Another thing that this Mixar's mixer has that the Pioneer doesn't have, which is a big deal in my opinion, is that this mixer actually has a booth out as well. So this isn't just necessarily a bedroom mixer. You could take this out and take it to gigs and still have the full functionality that you would have on like a more higher price mixer than what this actually costs. You can find this for about $700. That Pioneer is a little bit cheaper, but because it's missing that booth out, that's a big deal in a live situation. So you do get that with this mixer as well. And Mixar's products have been known to pretty much last a decent amount of time, especially for this entry-level price. So if you're looking for an entry-level battle mixer or just trying to get into Serato DJ and looking for an all-in-one kind of solution instead of having to buy a box, this Mixar's Duo MK2 is the way to go. And speaking about monitoring, now this isn't necessarily a DJ monitor. This is definitely for the studio, for the home studio, or even your pro level studio. These are the Adam Audio A7Xs. Now this is $740 for just one. Now this is probably one of the best deals and best sounding studio monitors at this price. This thing sounds really flat, really nice. If you know how to mix, or you're trying to learn how to mix and you're looking for something that'll give you the flat response that you should be looking for so you can mix the best kind of records, this is an awesome monitor. Now it is a little pricey, but that price is definitely worth it. You get some great quality piece of hardware as well as some great sound coming out of this thing. Now if you're used to stuff like KRKs and just regular live monitors and just regular like DJ speakers, these are going to sound a lot different. They're going to sound really flat. They're going to sound kind of thin to you, but that's exactly what you need when you're actually mixing and trying to get your records to sound correct. But if you don't have the budget for those Adams and you're still looking for a great set of studio monitors, these Yamaha HS8s are a great deal in my opinion. Yamaha has always put out some great quality and great sounding studio monitors, and for this, for less than the price of one of those Adams, you get a pair of these HS8s, and these things definitely sound great. They aren't going to sound as nice as those Adams, but these things still pack a lot of punch. It's an 8-inch speaker, so you're going to get a lot of volume out of these. So if you're looking for a studio monitor solution and you don't have the budget yet to go to like the highest tier and grab those Adams, these are actually a great solution for the home studio. I like these a lot. I've seen these in a lot of studios. I've listened to these a lot of times and they always sound awesome. And for less than $700 to get a pair of these is a great deal. And finally, we have the Native Instruments Machine MK3. Now, I've kind of not been a fan of the whole machine lineup, at least as far as the hardware goes, until this one, because previously the Machina didn't have an audio interface built into it, so you had to have that separate and as another purchase unless you wanted to use your computer's onboard audio, which, you know, a lot of producers actually ended up doing because they didn't want to invest, or they didn't have the money to invest into that second piece of gear to make the whole thing come together. But Native Instruments finally listened to everybody's cries and requests and finally put an audio interface into the base model of the Machina, and this thing is awesome. You get those great color screens, the great Machina software, which I know a lot of people love, and it's really rich and fully featured, as well as the audio interface that's built into it, which has been missing in the past, like I mentioned. And NI makes some really nice sounding audio interfaces as well. If you've ever used any of their audio line of interfaces, like the Audio 6, Audio 10, anything like that, you know how punchy and how loud and how crispy the audio interfaces actually sound for the price. So if you're looking to get into beat making and you want something that's kind of an all-in-one solution, I mean minus the computer of course, this is awesome in my opinion. This would probably be the first machine I'd really be interested in buying, just because it's everything in one and I get those audio inputs and outputs on this one piece of hardware, and it takes up less space, and it's just all around just a great package. Also, right now at this time, this is November, there's currently a sale that Native Instruments is running on a lot of their other products. So if you're looking for more sounds and more, you know, packs for the Machina, definitely this is the time to grab Machina, as well as those other extra audio packs for the cheap.
So that's a look at 5 great pieces of gear under $750 for DJs and producers. If you're interested in purchasing any of those, links can be found down below in the description. And as always, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click right here to subscribe to this channel. Or if you'd like to watch more content, go ahead and click on that video right there. And thank you for watching PDot TV, where you find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. See you next time.